Dispatch has had my attention ever since it came out. I do remember seeing a trailer for this game a while back and thought, well, that's a neat looking game. I didn't really think too much about it or investigating it, and when it came out, I was like, oh snap, it's that one game. I decided to play it, and then I just immediately fell in love with the game. I couldn't wait until next episodes were released, and I just loved the style of the game. The art style, the characters, the cast, I thought everything was perfect. The writing, it had me entertained. I really, really loved it. Every time a character was talking, a cutscene happened, I was so intrigued. I was so interested in this world of Dispatch and its characters, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So, I didn't know most of the cast until I was hearing them during my playthrough, and I was really surprised to know who was working on this game for the voice actors, and holy hell dude, the voice acting in this game, it's phenomenal. Each character is voiced by talented voice actors, and actors as well as online personalities. A very great cast in my opinion. Aaron Paul as Robert. Fucking perfect, dude. Laura Bailey as Invisigal.
Rizzing Invisigal on my first playthrough. Yeah, you are.
Aaron Yvette as Blonde Blazer. Travis Willingham as Phenomenon. And then we have interesting voices in the game like Joel Haver as Waterboy, Jacksepticeye as Punch Up, Alana Pierce as Malevola, Young Gravy as Gollum, and we got Thought Squad as Prism, and of course, the very talented actor who changed the acting industry in the entire history of just acting since their appearance of The Hunger Games. Charlie, or most known as Moist Critical.
I just love to create. I love to inspire and show unedited photos of myself. And if I can just inspire one person, then I'll have done what I set out on this earth to do. Hit him with the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse dance.
So all of these people act the shit out of the characters, bringing so much life and depth to them. It brings everything together so well. I've mentioned this in the past videos, but I just love voice acting. And this game, it's absolutely brimming to life with the voice acting. I still haven't heard Matthew Mercer as Shroud, but I'm sure when I get to that point, I'm gonna love his performance. An aspect that I really loved about Dispatch is the episodic style it brings to the table. So it got me hooked ever since the first 2 episodes. And because of that, it just got me craving for more Dispatch. Some people probably don't like the aspect of a game being episodic, and they're just thinking, well, why didn't they just release all the episodes at the same time? And my opinion, my answer to that is just, again, it makes you wanting more and actually invest in the game. Everyone talks about it and it gathers an audience that way. I haven't felt this way since for an episodic game since Telltale's The Walking Dead, the first seasons of it. And since we're on the topic of Telltale, let's go ahead and talk about that. So, the game's development is by Ad Hoc Studio. It's composed of a handful of personnel of Telltale's development team, and many people have most likely already covered this, but again, it's just really, really awesome to bring up and important because Telltale was already dying and having a really hard time with its games, and it had to let a lot of people go, and there was just only a few left. So they got together and founded Ad Hoc Studio, people known as Michael Chong, Nick Herman, Dennis Leonard, and Pierre Short. I hope I pronounced those names right. They founded it in 2018, and holy hell, dude. The development for Dispatch was a very, very wild one. It first wanted to be a live action project, and it was in the works, but man, it got fucked up because of COVID.
COVID-19!
COVID-19!
And then it just got scrapped a little bit and just, put on the dusty shelves for a little bit. But then it made its way back to development and was announced in 2024. Critical Role also had a part in this game with its merchandising and just setting a new world in the Critical Role universes, which is really fucking awesome. So I already mentioned how I loved the game for its writing. It's not perfect, but I still loved it a lot. So some parts feel a bit too much, with its cussing, and a lot of people may not like that, but I didn't really mind it too much, because like I said, the characters that do cuss a lot just make it feel like their own thing, and it's just so fucking funny, and I loved it so much. Not a lot of people like watching or hearing dialogue and just want to focus on the gameplay, but for me, it was incredible and wanting to just see more characters interact with each other. And when you've got me intrigued and invested in a story, that's just a game I keep wanting to come back to. Speaking of gameplay, let's talk about that. So, the gameplay is in the style of Telltale, where you choose dialogues and choices that actually do have an effect in this story. I say that because they really do have an effect in Dispatch. To me, it feels like the choices that I made affected the story so much. Like choosing a character to put into the Z team, and, you know, having choices like going out to dinner with a certain character, which I know I'm a part of, you know, the majority because I fucking love Invisigal. And then with the other gameplay, it's dispatching heroes out in the world, helping stop crimes like bank robberies, thug hideouts, and most importantly, taking the dogs out for a walk. Yeah, taking the dogs out for a walk. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but don't let these dogs fool you, dude. They are a menace. You also level up hero stats so they can further succeed in future dispatches. You can also train heroes when the game gives you that opportunity. And when it does do that, it just helps with dispatching a whole lot more. And it doesn't have too much gameplay. It does have QTA events where, you know, if you want that, you can turn that on or turn it off. You know, gameplay, again, it's not a big deal to me since I'm really invested in this story and its characters. So the style of the game, man, this art style, I'm loving it, dude. It doesn't have to be super realistic graphics to be an awesome game. For me, having a good style, having a good story, bam, it just outweighs the graphical, you know, views. The designs of each character is so interesting and unique. I loved Sonar's design and how he can just transform into this man-bat form. It's so fucking funny. All of them have such a nice design, so when you play the game, you immediately recognize them. Like, oh snap, yo, it's Prism, or hey, it's Malevola. And here's the thing about Malevola. Malevola is so fucking funny because she just reminds me a lot of Magic from Marvel. And again, it's just literally Magic, but red and just super fucking odd, dude. She should have been a romance option, man. But yeah, no. Every character design is incredible, and I just love seeing them interact with each other. One thing I do want to mention that makes me love this game even more is just, man, the care and love for the entire cast. That's something special. One thing that stood out to me so much was Alana Pierce's reaction to her character's real name reveal in the game.
Bruno.
Malevola. My last name's Gibb. That was my stepdad's last name. And they were like, do you want to give her a last name? Because the line was just written as Malevola. And I was like, if I were to do that, I would do it for my stepdad. And they kept it in. Oh, man. I completely forgot that I did that. And then the scene started playing and I was like, oh my god, no. It was just like a throwaway line because it was just like originally it was just Malevola. I don't know. I don't have a last name, I think was what it was. And then they were like, you can do one if you want. And yeah, I think that was recorded like just a little bit before he died.
And they kept it in. And the studio was just, you know, so careful about these things that they kept other efforts and voice lines in the game where like the creators, I mean the voice actors and online personalities, when they reacted, it was like, oh, that's funny, they kept in my my little burps or something, right? But the reaction for Pierce's character really stood out to me because that just shows to me that not only does the development team just really love the cast, but are so thoughtful and caring to connections for the game. It's really meaningful because it just shows that they care a lot about it. That's true passion and love for the project. It's just the love that goes into it. It gives the game a lot of soul and meaning to it.
The team behind Dispatch are just all so great, so passionate about what they do. You know, the love and the care they put into these stories is truly blinding, and is what really resonated with me when I first got the scripts that were sent my way. I mean, it was a stack of 8 scripts, thick scripts, right? It was a daunting thing to kind of take on when it was offered to me. But I read sort of the clip notes of it. I saw a little teaser trailer and then a beautiful scene that was already animated, and I was like, wow, this game is really different.
Having special connections to the game, it just, again, it's truly something special. And again, loving the work is a 10 out of 10. The soundtrack for the game. The music in this game is fantastic, dude. I played this with the non-copyrighted because I was streaming it, and even still, all those songs that were playing throughout the game, they were fucking awesome. As of making this video, like editing it, I'm listening to the OST of Dispatch, and I just love that the voice actors for Prism got her songs into the game. They were so good, especially Ho's Depressed. During the whole bar fight scene, man, dude, everything just came together and just, it was so fucking perfect. And again, it just made sense for Prism to be singing that during that. It all fits so well. Thought Squad really killed it with their performance, man. Fuck you mean temporarily? Bitch, you blind forever. That shit was so funny. And then during the plan scene in episode 6, I was legit just vibing to the song while everyone was making the plan. I looked it up and it was made by Homeless and Heathrow by Fartbard, and I was just like, dude, you know what? This song fucking slaps, man. Overall, this game is fucking awesome. I do hope that there's more of this game, like a second season or another story that takes place in the same world but with different characters. I do know that Aaron Paul and Moist Critical were talking with each other and hoping to work more together in the future with this game.
It's very cool. So I hope we get to go, I hope we get to do more.
Me too, man. I'm super excited about it too.
Developers also mentioned that they're considering making a second season, considering how the game was perceived by audiences and just how many copies were sold.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen it's fucking crushing it, man. 1 million copies.
Dude, it's crazy. How
Oh.
does that make you feel? Are you excited?
Oh yeah, man.
And honestly, I'm all in. I want another season of this game. I want more of it. Ad Hoc Studio, please make some more content for this game. I absolutely love it. And if you haven't played the game yet, I highly recommend that you play it so you can make your own decisions and also just support the development of the game. It's absolutely incredible. It's awesome. In my opinion, it should be Game of the Year, but I know that there's other games out there that have been fantastic. I've heard that Expedition 33 is really cool. I haven't played it myself, but again, no. I think this should be a nominee for, of course, Game of the Year. It's incredible. But yeah, no, that's my opinion of Dispatch, and yeah, I can't wait to play the last 2 episodes. This is gonna be great. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you're probably familiar with me in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, but
Of course. I mean, everybody. Honestly, people in Paris still talk about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, you made a serious impression globally. So
Yeah, I was snubbed at the Oscars that year, but
I know. I'm honestly still pretty pissed.